All right, so let's get warmed up. So we're going to start off with the balance warm up. So we're going to really think about planting the right foot, and then on the left side, we're going to swing forward and back using the arms. So nice big lift. So just remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. And we're going to go for 10 on each side. So we're going to do forward swing and then side swing. All right, and then let's change it up. So we're gonna bring it over the front leg here. We're gonna go for 10 repetitions. We got about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's change it over to the other side. So planting the left foot, and then on the right side, let's take some swings forward and back. So nice big lift up. So just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Aiming for 10, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to cross that same leg over in front here. So nice big lift to the side. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay, so a couple more. We got 1 and 2. Okay, so let's bring the feet hip width apart. We're going to take a squat down, driving the hips back, bringing the chest forward. And then let's get the arms in there too. So coming forward just like that, we're going to aim for 10. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now let's pivot over to the left side. So we're going to bring that right leg back. We're going to sink into the front, the back knee, and the hip. And let's take some swings. So we're going to swing the arms. So nice big lift to the sky. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, okay, let's switch the feet. And then we're going to come across the body, taking a nice rotation here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Okay, so next up, we're going to bring it right to center here on the mat. And then we're going to step it off to the right side, sinking in, coming back to center, and then off to the left side. So focusing here on really lengthening that leg, really powering off. And then if you want, while you're doing this one, you can add a little bit of a hop in the center. So hop, switch, hop, switch. All right, so a couple more. We got 1 and 2, bringing it right back to center. Okay, so opening the chest, we're going to get those arms in there. We're going to stretch the chest. So remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to take some raises to the sky here. And then let's do some circles. And in the other direction. All right, and then let's hug the knees in. So we're going to bring them right up here. Nice big hug in. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Inhale, exhale. All right, couple more. We got 1 and 2. All right. Okay, so first things first. What we're going to do before we hit up the cardio portion, we're going to focus a little bit more on glutes, lower body, hips, and legs. So just a little bit more rotation, a little bit more mobility. So if you've got your band, great. Let's utilize a band. If not, that's fine too, because we're still going to work on mobility and movement. So either way works great. So we're gonna do time. So we've got 5 exercises. We're gonna go for 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. But for that first exercise, and pretty much everything is gonna be stationary, so just standing on your mat. We're gonna rotate the legs around the joint. So just around the hip joint, coming back, and then again, around that hip joint, and then coming back, okay? So we're gonna alternate side to side on that. Okay, so let's get in position. Just really focusing on the movements, focusing on mobility. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. So nice rotation around. Working around those hip joints. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. So nice big squeeze. So big circles. All right. Okay, so 20 seconds left. Last 15. So nice big circles around. Almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, abs are tight. We're going to bring the right leg out to the side, so working from the hip joint. So just remember to breathe here, don't hold the breath, and don't tip to the side when you lift the leg. So starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so nice big lift out. So bringing that leg to the side. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. So really focusing here on that glute, on that side of the leg, keeping the abs nice and tight, staying focused in the center here. Okay, so last 15, we're almost there. Nice big squeeze. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's change it over to the other side. So again, abs nice and tight. So just really, again, focusing on mobility, focusing on warming up that body. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. Nice big lift out. Remember to breathe again. Don't hold the breath. Abs are nice and tight. Big squeeze. All right. Inhale, exhale. And almost there. Last 14 seconds. In 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so standing again nice and tall, we're going to do the back kick. So focusing here on the glutes, keeping the abs nice and tight. Get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so kicking it back. Keeping the back up nice and tall. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And as you extend that leg back, really try to think about squeezing that glute. So activate that muscle as you bring it back. As you extend that leg back, activate that muscle. Just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so last set, we're gonna do knee knockers. So in and out. Now just go nice and easy. Focus on those knees. Focus on the inside, outside thighs. And just take your time in 3, 2, 1. So here we go. Nice big lift, nice big squeeze. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Pumping it out. Almost there. 20 seconds left. Last 15, we got this, piece of cake. Last 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, so if you got that band on, just whip that band off. Now we're going to move into some cardio and conditioning. So next up, we're going to be doing 8 exercises. So this is a squat orientated movement. So we're going to do as our main cardio part, we're going to do the jumping jack squat down. So that's your variation 1. Variation 2 is your jumping jack with no jumping and then the squat down. So that's your whole cardio component. Then in between, we're going to do some squats, so conditioning. And if you like, you can add your weights in. Okay, so first exercise up on the block is going to be this jumping jack squat. So we'll do that. We're going to go for 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, starting in 3, 2, 1. So jumping jack squat. Jumping jack squat. So nice big squeeze. Okay, and then you've got your modification movement. So don't forget, it's 1, 2, and then squat down. 1, 2, then squat down. And remember, you can use speed. So you can go quicker in that movement. If you're not doing the jumping for the high impact, definitely try to use speed to jack up the intensity of the movement. Okay, so next one. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so squat, pulse. Squat, pulse. Maybe add some weights in. Repulse it out. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here. All right, so squat, pulse. Squat, pulse. And you can do 2 dumbbells. You can do 2 at the side. You can do 1 at the chest. So remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here. Really pulsing through those legs, pushing through the feet. You know, and really try to focus on the heels of the feet as well. Don't put a lot of tension into the toes during your movement. All right, so we have 12 seconds left here. Let's keep it going nice and strong. And then we're going to move right back to the jumping jack squat. All right. Okay, so take your rest. You got that 15, and then we're going to move it right back to jumping jack squat. Okay, so let's get ready. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. Jumping jack squat. Jumping jack squat. So nice big squeeze. So really pushing that through, working that out. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Let's keep that going. And then after this one, we're going to be focusing on another squat movement. All right. So 10 seconds left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's take a squat down, leg raise to the side, squat down, another leg raise to the other side. So again, with or without your dumbbells, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. So squat that down, leg raise, squat down, leg raise. Nice big squeeze. Inhale, exhale. So let's keep it going. Okay, so 20 seconds left. Pump that out. Really focus on squeezing that side of the leg as you lift. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so coming up next, we're back to the jumping jack squat. Jumping jack squat. Okay, or the modified version. In 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here we go. Let's pump that out nice and strong. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Inhale, exhale. All right. Okay, and then after this one, we're going to be doing some squat holds. So we're going to be working on a static movement coming up next. So 18 seconds, let's keep that going. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. 10 seconds. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so static hold next. You can even do 2 dumbbells at the side here. The 2 dumbbells at the side, 1 at the chest. Inhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. Let's hold. Hold that squat. And then after this, we have jumping jack squat again. So 30 seconds. So really just focusing on that movement. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Inhale, exhale. All right. So we're almost there. 13 seconds left. So let's keep it going, pumping it out. All right. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So back to jumping jack squat. Jumping jack squat. All right. So let's get ready. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. So just remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. And remember, you can up it. You can go nice and fast on your low intensity. And if you're doing the jumping around part, great. Keep it going nice and strong. We have 19 seconds left on this one. And then we have one more exercise after this. All right. So we're going to finish off after this nice and strong with squat pulse. Squat pulse. Okay. Okay, so coming into squat position, we're going to pulse it out. Okay, so get yourself ready. We have 8 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so pulsing it out nice and strong. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay, so let's keep that going. Now, remember when you're doing your pulse, you've got your upper movement and your lower movement. You work in between that movement. So keeping those hips slightly back, the chest slightly forward. Okay, 19 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Last 10. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. All right, nice work. Okay, take a rest, grab a drink, let that heart rate come down a little bit. We're going to change it up. Okie dokie. Okay, so we're going to move into a little bit of strength next. So you're going to need your weights. So this is a little bit of everything, which is good. So we have 9 exercises up on the work platform. So the first exercise we have up, we're going to do the bent over rear flies. So in that bent over position, the back is going to be flat, and then we're going to bring the arms right out to the sides. Now, as we're lifting those arms out to the sides, we want to see the palms in the peripheral vision, okay? So keep the abs nice and tight, back is flat in a natural curve, okay? So don't arch the back. Okay, so let's get ready. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to pump that out. So in that bent position, keeping the abs contracted, focusing on stabilizing that lower back. So just take a check of your back. Make sure that you're not dipping or arching that back, puts too much tension there. So natural curve. So 18 seconds, let's pump that out. Then we're going to change it up. All right. So 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've got the shoulder presses up and down, knees are bent, abs are tight. Nice big lift up. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's try that. And remember, in any of those standing positions, really focus on keeping the knees bent and abs tight. All right, so working that out nice and strong. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. All right. And because we're on a timer as well, you can also throw in some alternating. So just remember, with the timed exercises, you always have a little bit more flexibility to do alternating or double arm, whatever. Like you can always change it up a little bit. Just remember, it's your workout. So I give you the guidelines. Okay, so arms facing forward here. We're gonna do some curls, and then this is a good situation where you can alternate if you want. You can alternate them. You can also turn them in. Big lift up. Breathing out nice and strong. Okay, so just remember, when you're doing those arm curls, you breathe out as you lift up, in as you go down. Just don't hold the breath during the movement. Keep the abs contracted, keep them nice and tight as you're doing it. Okay, so 19 seconds, we're doing this. Okay. So tricep kickbacks are coming up next, just to give you a heads up. We're gonna do that in the bent over position in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so extending those arms back. Bring them all the way forward, all the way back. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. Now, remember when you're in that bent over position and you're doing that arm kickback, keep the elbow tucked into the side. So don't let that arm fly past the body, okay? So keep it tucked in, keep the abs contracted in that movement. Okay. Okay, then after this one, we're gonna throw in a cardio movement. So we're gonna do some switch jumps and some jumping jacks. Switch jumps and jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so go for 4 switch jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So just remember, if you want to downplay those switch jumps a little bit, you can do it just like this. And then don't forget that the jumping jack variation is no jumping using arms and legs. Now go 4 and 4, 4 and 4, and just keep repeating the cycle. All right. So pumping that out nice and strong. We had 10 seconds. So just remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so back to glutes and squats. So we're gonna squat down. We're gonna kick it back. Now 1, 2, squat down again. 1 and 2. Okay, so let's get ready. So here we go. Let's pump it out nice and strong. So just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And remember when you're extending that leg back, you want to think about contracting that glute. So think about the muscle that you're working. Don't just kick the leg back and not contract the muscle. So focus there. All right. Ooh, next up, after this one, just a heads up, we've got clamshells next. Now you can use your band again if you like, just to add some resistance. So we got 3, 2, 1. Okay, so clamshells. Now if you have your band, great, go ahead, put it on. And we've got the leg, knee, leaving and coming all the way up here. So nice big lift. Okay, now if you want to, you can make this one a little bit harder. You can lift the hips, then extend the knee, lower back down. You can lift the hips, extend the knee, and then lower back down. So really focusing on that glute, opening up that leg, 20 seconds. And then we're just going to change it over to the other side. Okay, so 10 seconds left. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, change it over. Now another variation, you can hold up top here to make it harder. So you're in a supported plank and lifting and lowering. Get ready. Okay, so here we go. Let's pump it out nice and strong. So it's a nice lift up, extend, lower back down. Nice lift up, extend, and then to lower back down. Okay, so let's keep that going nice and strong. We have one more exercise on this group of exercises. All right. So we have 12 seconds left. Let's keep it going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna do shoulder press, lean back for abs, and then press away. Come back up, shoulder press, lean back, press away. Okay, so here we go. Nice big lift up. All right, so pumping that out nice and strong. So we've got this piece of cake, just keep it going. We're gonna change it right up after this one. So we do a little bit more strength after this, but a different group of exercises. So stay focused here, finish up nice and strong on this one. Really focus on those abs, those shoulders, the chest and arms. So pumping that out, we have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, so let's take a rest. Grab a drink. And while you guys are doing that, I'm just going to talk about the next movement. So the next exercise we're going to do the front raise. Now we're going to go for some figure 8s. Come back down, lift it back up, and then we're going to go for some figure 8s and then lower it back down. Okay, so just remember that when you do the figure 8, when you start off, say you go left to draw your figure 8, and then when you come back down, on the next repetition, you're going to take it on the right side and go figure 8 and then come back down. Okay? All right, so let's get ready. All right, so we got 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we go. So figure 8, lower down, and then reverse it, come back down. A nice big lift, figure 8, lower back down. All right, so let's keep that going. So remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Inhale and exhale. All right, so 15 seconds we've got, and then we're going to change that up. All right. Okay, last few seconds, just keep it going. Stay focused on the movement. All right. Okay, so let's squat down. We're going to come up onto those toes and then rise back up. Squat down, come up onto those toes, and then rise back up. So let's get ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Rise up on those toes, lift all the way back up. Back down, rise up on those toes, lift all the way back up. So let's keep that going nice and strong, guys. Come right up onto those toes. Really think about squeezing those calf muscles as you lift up. And then push through the quadriceps when you start to rise up out of the squat. So again, keeping those abs nice and tight. Focus on counterbalancing between the chest and the lower back. All right. Okay, so we're going to come into push-ups. So that can be in the tabletop push-up. That can be off the knees, on the knees. We're going to pull that dumbbell across, take your push-up, then pull that dumbbell across again, take that push-up, and then just remember to drag, slide the dumbbell, don't pick it up, and move it from one spot to the other. And remember to keep the dumbbell resting just behind the wrist. It's easier. And also too, remember, you can do it from the tabletop position. You can do your push-up, and then you can do your drags across. And you can also do it from the knees as well. A nice push-up. If you need to regress, push up, pull across. Okay, so keeping those abs nice and tight. All right, so next up, we're gonna do some deadlifts. So let's bring it up to the feet. We're gonna deadlift down, bring the knee up, change over. Deadlift, bring the knee up, change it over. Okay, so let's go. So deadlift, bring the knee up, and change it over. So deadlift, bring the knee up, change it over. So really focusing on planting that foot on the floor, folding forward, nice big lift up. Fold forward, nice big lift up. So really focusing on that balance, that's where it's at right there. Take your time with that movement. We have 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so lightening up the weight. So definitely on the lighter side for this next one. In the bent position, we're gonna lift, coming into the letter Y. So lift, coming into the letter Y. So think about that, the letter Y, you're bringing those arms out in front and slightly wide, okay? So just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You're really focusing on those rear delts. Okay, so we're almost there. So remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath, keep it going. 10 seconds. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so bringing that into a high plank or a low plank, we're gonna try the dumbbell row, arm row side to side. You can also work it from the knees. And you can also do it in the tabletop position. So nice big lift. Now, if you want to make it harder, you can do your row, 1, 2, and then you can step it forward and then bring it right up into squat position. So either or works great. You can definitely build onto this one if you like. And lifting all the way up. Okay, so remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. We're going to do an active rest movement after this one. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to bring that out. We're going to come into downward facing dog. You're going to tap, tap. So opposite foot taps. So nice big squeeze. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here. And when you're in that position, just think about contracting the abs. The hips tilt up towards the sky. So think about your tailbone tilting up a little bit, but try not to put too much pressure into the back. Don't arch excessively into that back. All right. Okay, so we have one more set, one more exercise. All right. Okay, so this is going to be a lunge forward doing triceps. Okay. So we're going to step forward. You're going to bend into the front knee, and you're going to do kick back and power back with that front leg. Then just change over to the other side. Kick it back, and then press it back. So when you do this one, that back leg stays straight. You don't bend the knee in that movement. So it's not an actual lunge. It's sort of like a half lunge because you're bending into that front knee. The back leg stays straight, and then you're just going to power back off that front foot. So you're in that forward fold, kick it back, and then power yourself back, and then change sides. All right, so this is the last exercise. And then we're going to take a few moments. We're going to cool it down. All right, nice work. Okay, so let's grab a quick drink. Let's rest. And then just meet me on the mat. So we're going to focus a little bit on the stretching. We're going to go full body stretch. So take your time, grab your drink. All right. Okay, so just laying flat on the back. Let's cross the left leg over the right. Let's draw the knees in. We're going to place the palms onto the shins. So just gently pulling down, taking a nice stretch into the glutes. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Inhaling and exhaling softly. And then we'll change it over. Let's tuck those knees in. Gently pressing down on those shins. Let's remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. And then just to lower down. Let's tuck the knees in. Take a few rock and rolls side to side. Remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. Okay, so let's bring that right back to center. Let's lower the soles of the feet down. Let's draw the soles of the feet together. Open the knees, one to the right, one to the left. Take a nice big stretch overhead. Remember to breathe here. Inhale, exhale. And then lift it back. Let's bring the arms out to the sides, draw the knees together. Let's gently lower both knees to the left, looking over to the right. Big squeeze. And then we'll switch it over to the other side. Stacking the knees, one on top of the other, looking over towards the left. And then we'll just bring that right back to center. So let's tip over to the right or the left. Let's press ourselves up. So let's come into tabletop position. Let's stretch out the back by rounding the back. And then dropping the belly down, lifting the chin and tail up towards the sky. And then again, rounding the back. And then dropping the belly down, lifting the chin and tail. All right, so let's bring that right back to center. And then just a little sway, go to one side. So if the hip is moving towards the right, the head is moving towards the left, then change it over. Take a nice stretch. Okay, let's bring that right back to center here. And then we'll come back to downward dog. Let's just take a few pedals here, stretching out the backs of the legs. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, so come up onto your toes, walk your feet forward. Let's round the back, come up nice and slow, opening up the vertebrae. Breathing out of the top. Let's connect the fingers together, take a big reach. Let's reach to the left. And over to the right. To the left. And then to the right. And then take a little roll here up top, rounding the upper back. Take a big stretch up. And then work it over to the left. Take a nice little round here. Big stretch up. And then let's lower the arms down. We'll take some circles. And in the other direction. And then we'll go for some wrist rotations. And in the other direction. All right, I hope you enjoyed the workout for today, and I'll see you back here real soon.